Hi, this is Chris Fryer back with part 2. In part 1, we were talking about the funnel, flywheel, and hourglass models. Here in part 2 is a model that I came up with. I call it the Content Conduit model. I created this model when I realized that the common thread between all of the previous models is content. Content in the form of messages, thoughts, stories, ideas, words, visuals, ads, are all influencing the motions and the behaviors that these models represent. Imagine the conduit as a cylinder that flows right through the flywheels, hourglass, and funnel models. A quick definition of a conduit might be helpful here. A conduit is a natural or artificial channel through which something flows. Content, in this case. In the figurative sense, it's something that conveys information or ideas. So this model is centered around brand community, which is the result of the mutual pursuit of growth by both the company and the customer. A common characterization of a community is that there is a mutual pursuit of a common productive goal. Communities are highly interactive and interconnected. There is a concentrated amount of influential content being shared and consumed here. The key is to stay focused on the common goal of growth. Okay, so the left side of the model is the company culture, which is made up of, all the department teams, leadership, the board, advisors, etc. Different types of content flow through the funnel stages inside the conduit and toward the community. You have internal company content that is formed to create awareness around company goals, then into planning and strategy, then tactics, then execution. And then you have external customer content that is formed to influence the movement through those same stages. Just listen to this alphabetized list of content that can be produced by a company to influence a customer. And this isn't even an exhaustive list. All right. Ads, articles, billboards, brochures, case studies, commercials, coupons, direct mail, ebooks, emails, free stuff like trials or samples, guides, infographics, in-person events, podcasts, polls, promotions, social media, surveys, testimonials, videos, webinars, a website, white papers. The right side of the model is the customer culture, which is represented by the classic TAM, SAM, SOM model, which is total available market, TAM, serviceable available market, SAM, and serviceable obtainable market, SOM. SOM is key initially because that's your target market. It's the segment of the market that you can actually reach and service. Customers have a similar funnel. They become aware of their goals. They show interest at reaching their goals by looking for solutions. They start to consider purchasing a solution by evaluating their budget and other options from competitors. And then they eventually make a purchase, or hopefully. Customers will generate external content of their own in the form of likes, shares, their own blogs, reviews, social media testimonials, and the key, word of mouth, which can be both positive and negative, depending on their experience, which, can flip at any time. Any of this content can influence someone else in the SOM, or better yet, the SAM or TAM. That's how you move up market. So from a macro level, you have the motion of the company influencing the customer, but you also have the customer influencing the company. For example, customer feedback and the process of sales and marketing teams intercepting that feedback in the conduit is key to making the product better. A better expanded product provides more value to the customer, and this is more opportunity for purchase and repeat purchase. If the product is good and elevates the customer or the end user to a new ideal state, that is growth, and that is what you optimize for.